Guy will come in at night and go through the self-checkout. She'll be in tandem with him. Void out the transaction, take the cart, walk out with it.
This is a mistake, bro.
Welcome back to Advocacy Alchemy with Professor Ross. Today we have a good one, guys. In Sarasota, Florida, a Dollar General assistant manager attempts to help a friend. And this turned into a $10,000 scheme to defraud. What started as voiding self-checkout transactions spiraled into a criminal investigation, an arrest, and a family left in shock. Was it a misguided act of kindness or a well-orchestrated scheme to commit theft? And what exactly is a scheme to defraud, and what does it mean under Florida law? Let's break it all down.
Hello. Hi, I'm Jim.
I'm Andrew.
I'm the loss prevention manager for Dollar General. So, this is a high shrink store for us. We just had an inventory.
I figured.
So I'm required to come in here about every 60, 90 days to an audit. I've been out the last 6 weeks and I had hip replacement, so I was just here last week. And we found a situation.
It's employee?
One of the associates, she's been doing transaction voids, allowing people to go through the self-checkout and then allowing them to leave with the merchandise after she voids it out.
Okay.
Okay?
Is she getting anything?
She says she's not. She says it's just a friend that she's trying to help out that she feels that he's taking advantage of her.
So there's someone else involved?
Yeah, she has a couple of children. She is married. She has admitted to $10,000.
Over what time?
The last 9 months since she's been here. Now, that's all I have since June that I can prove.
Okay.
What I don't have is because this just got dropped on me a couple hours ago. I don't have all the video that corresponds with these dollar amounts, but we can get that and burn that. So you have all the video that corresponds with these dates and times.
Yeah.
So all these transactions, everything is highlighted. This is
For you.
that's for.
So, hold on.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So,
At that time, 2232 for $424.93.
okay.
So just in the course of these 4 days, about $1,000.
So you've gone through and highlighted the ones that are involving her?
Yeah, the store manager's validated.
Verified?
He's verified them on video. She's been very cooperative.
How did she get caught?
So last week when I was here, I was explaining the importance, because the store manager's only been here about 4 weeks. So he started going back and started looking at them. And he couldn't believe what he found after we just got done talking to us. So he started going back and digging since he got here.
Can I get the manager who verified on video? Is he working?
Yeah.
Can I get him to... Yes. Hi. So these highlighted ones you verified.
A majority of them, because I did them yesterday. I went through all of them.
Okay.
It's just today I had to remake it, because I didn't want them to see it. And so I highlighted. I'll need to go through it again, double check.
Okay.
But most of them, they should be right, because they're all the same time frame, because it's always at 2200.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
and then what are you seeing on the video? Are you
Sure.
seeing the same individual?
Same individual. Yep.
Okay.
Guy will come in at night and go through the self-checkout. She'll be in tandem with him. Void out the transaction, take the cart, walk out with it.
Okay. Can I get you to write a statement?
Yeah.
I'll grab one of our statement forms, just indicating that once you were made aware of this, you reviewed video, you verified by reviewing the video. This is the current law, so I know there could be more down the line here. I'm going to grab a statement form.
Sounds good.
The fact that someone else is involved, I don't know that's going to be something where our detectives want to
investigate a little bit.
investigate more before. So,
Yeah.
you guys cool with that?
Yep.
This is not a quick.
However you want to handle it.
I know you're already deep into it, so you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to my car.
No problem. And then we can show you one of the videos too once we get everything wrapped up, so you can see what.
Yeah, I should probably look at one of them.
Yep.
Okay. Jessica, hi. I'm Officer Belzer.
Can I close this?
Sure.
Or do you want?
Do you want to? Do you want to hang out here, sir?
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
So,
Yes.
you know why I'm here.
Yep.
I'm just gonna tell you right off the bat. I don't know how this will play out.
Okay.
As far as, is this going to be a larger investigation that our detectives will handle, or this is something that I'm going to be arresting you, taking you to jail tonight?
I
Okay.
prefer not the latter, but
Okay. So, having that in mind,
okay.
your cooperation is important, obviously. And it seems like you've been cooperative so far.
Yes, sir.
You're not under arrest at this time.
I'd like to not be under arrest if possible.
Okay. And I saw you wrote a statement that was on your own.
Yes.
Okay.
I was not forced to. It was completely of my own free will.
Okay. So, before I go any further in my investigation,
Yes, sir.
even though you're not under arrest, I'm going to read you your rights.
Okay.
Okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to an attorney. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you. Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk?
Well, to revoke my cooperation now is only going to make it look bad, so yes.
Okay. How long have you worked here?
The company or the store particularly?
This store.
Jim was saying, I think 9 months.
Okay. And what is your position here?
Assistant store manager.
At any time, have you stolen anything from the store or acted in a way to allow someone else to receive goods, services from this store?
Obviously, the latter is why you're here.
Okay. So, can you explain to me?
Unfortunately,
What
to
you-
my bleeding heart generosity for this person that's claiming to have been my friend and I'm like an adopted sister, I regretfully aborted transactions on the self-checkout for him and let him have it. Which is now costing me my job and putting my family in jeopardy because I was being concerned about somebody else.
Do you know how many times this occurred?
No, sir, I
Okay.
don't have a
How
specific
about,
number.
do you know when it started?
I think the furthest back Jim told me he had was like August.
So you think this started in August?
Yes, sir. I believe he's correct. I have paperwork. I just have a memory.
About how many times a week?
At least 2 times a week, maybe.
Okay. How was this arrangement set in place? Did you know they were coming to the store?
He was here almost every day I worked, under the guise of wanting to help me.
He wa-
Help me work around the store. And
When would you know to abort the transaction? Did he ask you? Did he talk to you? Did he
He
send
asked
you a
me.
message?
he would ask me,
Okay. What would he say to you?
hey, can you help me out with this? And I should have just said no.
Did you ever get anything in return from him?
No.
Did you ever abort a transaction that you kept for yourself?
No, sir.
Okay. So in the course of this, you never received anything in exchange for what you were doing. Do you want to identify this individual?
Do I have to identify him? I mean, you have his face plastered all over the camera right there.
This is part of the cooperating with us. And
Gotcha.
look, the course of where this goes
To help.
is going to depend on the information you're providing,
Yes, sir.
because this isn't as simple as you're taking something out of the store. Even though you didn't retain anything,
I still assisted in it.
and there's 2 people involved here. Okay.
Yes, sir. Whatever I can do to help you.
It's only
me from having
gonna.
to-
I'm
having to
not
walk-
saying you're not gonna be in trouble.
No, I know I'm going to be in trouble. Just to save
But-
me from having to be arrested is what I would like to avoid right now. I don't want to
Okay.
walk out here in cuffs. I
Yeah.
don't want you guys to have to escort me.
Well, I
would just-
can't guarantee that either. But you know, the more information I have, we can be in to help you out in that way. But
Same as Gene.
can you describe him?
6 foot something, 200 plus pounds, white male, balding. Also, if you happen to find him, because, like I said, under the guise of him being my friend, you can also give that back to him. He asked me to hold it.
Okay. Well, I don't want to be in possession of that.
I don't want it either, because if I'm never going to see him again, I don't want to keep it.
Well, you two have an established relationship, so I'll let that property remain with you. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Do you swear and affirm that this statement is true and accurate to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Your sign. All right. What we're gonna do as much investigation as I can with the information that we have now.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask that you continue to verify those transactions.
Yep.
So we know the full extent of it.
Yep.
Because it's basically an ongoing scheme, and it has occurred previous months. I'm going to do as much as I can with what you have now.
Right.
I'm going to send it to our criminal investigations, so I'm not hauling her away in cuffs today.
That's fine.
And I'm going to talk to her to tell her, look, when the detective comes and talks to you, she needs to continue what she's doing. She can't.
As I told her from the very beginning, I go, look, he's going to be cooperative.
And it seems, I have no reason, you guys tell me if it's any different.
Yep.
This is going to be the best route to go because
Yep.
if the dollar amount keeps going up, it could change
Yeah.
the charge. I don't want to prematurely take action, grab that guy, interview him, as patrol, like,
Sure.
does that sound
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
reasonable?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. All right.
Who am I here for?
Just
Him? I'll move my car. I gotta move my car. I just have to, no, it's the guy right inside. Gene? Are you Gene? Can you come over here so I can talk to you?
I guess I'm getting arrested because I don't even know what I did at Dollar General.
Okay. Do you have any ID on you?
Yes. I said, Trish, I'm getting arrested.
Are you talking to me or talking to the person on the phone?
I'm talking to the person on the phone. I'm talking to my mother.
Okay, do you mind talking to me first?
I'll call you back. Okay.
I was here earlier.
Yes.
You are suspected in several thefts.
How was I expecting a theft? I don't remember. I'm not aware of stealing anything because everything I know I get, I pay for.
Okay.
Like I just bought 3 loaves of bread.
Tonight?
Tonight, I have the receipt in the bag.
Okay. I'm not accusing you of anything right now,
Okay.
but previously.
I don't recall doing anything.
Okay. Do you know any of the workers here?
I know Jess. Actually, I know basically everybody that works here.
Here's the deal. I'm not arresting you.
Okay.
You are suspected in several thefts.
Okay.
It is being investigated.
Okay.
They do want to pursue charges.
Okay. I'm trespassed from coming in the store.
They don't want you here for a year.
Okay,
So on their behalf, I'm issuing you a trespass right now.
Okay, can I at least go in there and get my bread that I
Yeah,
got?
we'll let you take your bread that you paid for. All right. So here's the other thing. A detective is probably going to want to talk to you.
Okay.
So you told me you haven't done anything.
Not that I'm aware of, because I know
Okay.
everything. I have food stamps, and I work daily jobs, and I get
Okay.
paid for my daily job.
Okay, so if a detective wants to talk to you, how do they reach you? So
I can give you my
clarify
phone
this.
number.
Okay. What's your phone number?
Honestly, my honest opinion, I don't like you guys. I hate you guys with a passion.
A lot of people do.
So just keep in mind.
Don't come on the property.
No.
Don't
We already talked about that. Okay. So when a detective comes to talk to you, it would benefit you ultimately to talk to them. Okay. I know you don't want to talk to me right now. You don't like the police.
6197.
I will do that.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me?
No, I do not, officer.
Okay.
Have a good day.
You're free to go. All right.
Thanks, man. Take care of yourself.
What happened?
No idea.
Is it because of my former job?
It's scheme to defraud warrant.
It's
So
just,
you have a warrant.
Wait,
what?
she has 2 kids in the back.
Okay.
Wait, what's going on?
Like I said, we can do this over here as long as she cooperates.
Okay, wait,
All right.
wait. slow
I'll
down.
explain it to you in a second.
Please.
Okay. So just give me a second. If
Because
we want to
their-
do this over
that's
here.
their mom.
Okay, I understand. We'll do this over here. Okay. And I'll explain it to you here in a second.
Hold on.
All right. Hang on over there. I got one more thing that's up to me.
Are you kidding me? 30 seconds, West.
So you know what this is about then?
yes.
I told you to be honest with me.
I didn't know how to tell you without you being mad at me.
Tell me what?
Should I help somebody
What
and it
the
costs a job?
What are you doing?
Here's the thing. I don't know what the case entails,
Bro,
but
she
it's
got-
a scheme to defraud. That's
Okay.
all I know. All I know is what the charge is. I don't know what the case entails or the specifics like that. She can probably tell you more than I could. So
You was told you wasn't gonna. Okay, what the f is this secret bullshit you got running, bro? With 2 kids here, I'm running a company, and you're doing what? What in God's name is happening right now?
You guys are gonna have to get it worked out at some point. What are we gonna do with the children? Are you guys together?
Yes,
Okay.
man. For 9 years, bro. What the stupid?
Are these both of your guys' kids?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So they're biological kids. So there's no issue
Yes.
watching them.
Biological, man. Hang on. So where are you guys gonna take her?
To the SSO jail, Sarasota County Sheriff's Office.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Why you think you in handcuffs? To not
I
go
was
to jail?
told that I was not going to be arrested if I was cooperative, and I have been nothing
You have an
but.
active warrant, so apparently at some point you might have not been cooperative.
I didn't know I had an active
She
warrant.
worked as the manager of the store though.
Okay.
So I don't know any of this weird shady shit that's happening right here. Look, military family, law enforcement family. What are you doing?
I wanted to handle this before it really.
Handle it how? By not saying.
I wanted to get it taken care of so you didn't have to get involved.
What the f*** like these dudes out here ain't shit, bro.
Hey,
I know.
I gotta confirm the warrant too. So like I said,
please
give me a second.
Please
If you want
do what you
to
can,
hang
bro.
out with the kids,
She
I'll
got
give you a
2
chance
kids,
to talk
man.
to her before we leave. Okay.
Is it nothing that you can do?
There's an active warrant signed by a judge. There's nothing I can do. I can take her to jail and then maybe they can release her depending on what the bond is. I don't know what that bond is.
What am I gonna tell my family now? What am I gonna say?
That I'm a idiot.
What the f are you doing? Let me go get the kids inside, bro. Because I don't even.
I'm gonna keep her. I'm gonna be here for a minute, so I'll absolutely give you a chance to talk to her. Okay. So just do what you gotta do with the kids. I'll be out here. Here. Come stand up here real quick.
No, I don't.
Yes, you
I don't
are.
want to go.
I don't care.
Don't do this.
After we're done with this, you're going to your mom. I'm running a business. I'm running a business. I work full time. I take care of 2 kids, and you got cops out here out of my house. I bought you that vehicle. I have mine and that one in the yard. What are you thinking?
You let me talk. Please.
Good.
What are you thinking? I'm not doing the fake.
I'm not trying to fake it.
And now I'm gonna have to waste time to go down to a jail and do what? What's your mom's number, bro?
Why do you want my mom?
Because you
I'm not going to stay with my mother.
What? No. What is your mom number?
Why do you need my mother? Please. I made a mistake and I didn't tell you.
This is a mistake, bro.
I'm gonna double check it.
3 cops outside of my house and it's a mistake. How did you help him out? We're already here. You returned something you wasn't supposed to, and then gave him the money from it.
The detective told me, the one that's investigating said that he wasn't going to arrest me.
All right, so there's an active warrant in the system.
I gained nothing from it. I was just trying to help somebody out and it backfired
It's
massively.
probably the overall scheme then. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the specifics about the case. I never read the PCA, but that's what the arrest warrant's for.
I could have had this fixed if you said something.
I didn't know.
I'm sure she's got a lot of explaining to do, but that's between you guys.
I'm not hearing anything, bro. I'm done with that.
So, but the detective told her that he wouldn't write the warrant as long as she cooperated.
Yeah, she was probably afraid to tell me anything.
It is a felony, so I mean it's over $10,000 in product or whatever. So
$10,000 in product.
Yep. So
are you kidding
over
me?
$10,000 total. I don't know if that's product and cash or whatever, or how that's split up, but it's over $10,000 total. So you want the number to the jail?
Yes, please.
You can just Google that, but
okay.
I don't know what her bond's going to be yet. But once, like I said, once she gets processed in, she can make a phone call. I mean, I can look it up right now and see if there is a bond on her, if that'll help. So let me see if I can find it. Okay, so the bond's only $1,500, so it's $150 to bond her out.
Okay, I have that.
So.
Can I bond her out now? Okay.
As soon as she gets processed in.
Okay.
You can call the jail and let her know, give them her information.
Okay.
And they'll let you know how to handle that.
3 vehicles, a house, 2 kids. I work all the time.
I wish I could explain it to you better, but that's all I got for you.
God couldn't even explain it to us, bro. It's all good. Y'all take care, man.
She's like, I don't know.
It's all good. bring it
Hey,
down.
best
I'll be
of
here in
luck to
an
you.
hour.
I'm sorry the kids had to be out there. I tried to do it away from them.
I have no feelings, but thanks for being professional, man. My name is James, bro. What's your name?
Brian.
Brian? All right, thank you. All right, I'll be down there in an hour.
Okay.
All right.
Now let's examine the legal side of what's going on here. First, you have scheme to defraud. In Florida, a scheme to defraud is a felony offense under the state's Communication Fraud Act. It involves, first, intent. The individual must intend to deceive or defraud. Second, systemic conduct. It must be part of an ongoing pattern and not a one-time act. And third, you must obtain property. Fraud results in acquiring money, goods, or services. The severity of the crime depends on the total value stolen. If it's less than $20,000, it's a third-degree felony, and it carries up to 5 years in prison, a $5,000 fine, and potentially probation up to 5 years. Now, when it's beyond $20,000 and below $50,000, it's a second-degree felony, and it carries up to 15 years in prison and a $10,000 fine. Anything above $50,000 is a first-degree felony in Florida, and that's a penalty of more than 30 years in prison and a fine of up to $10,000. Next, you have trespass in Florida. And this law is pertinent here because the other person, his name was Gene. And I think that's probably short for maybe Eugene. But Gene was charged, or he was trespassed from the property. He was given a trespass warning and told he wouldn't be able to return within 1 year's time. Under Florida law, Chapter 810, trespass is defined as entering or remaining on property without authorization. Now, there's two types of trespass. The first one is pertinent here, and that's trespass in a structure or conveyance. That's found at 810.08. This occurs when the individual willfully enters and decides to stay inside of a building or vehicle without permission, or refuses to leave after being told to leave. There's also trespass on property other than a structure or conveyance, and this is found at 810.09. This covers trespassing on land without authorization. And the property needs to have signage, proper signage saying no trespass or do not enter. Now, what's the penalties for trespass? So trespass is considered a second-degree misdemeanor. That carries up to 60 days in jail, a fine of up to $500 in Florida. It can go up to a first-degree misdemeanor if a person is inside of a structure or vehicle at the time. So basically someone's there while a person is doing the act of trespass. This carries up to 1 year in jail as a penalty and a fine of up to $1,000. It can be a third-degree felony if the trespasser is armed with a weapon. That brings it up to 5 years in prison, $5,000 fine, potentially 5 years of probation. Next, we'll move into the evidentiary standards that apply to this case and all other cases. All right, let's talk about the burden of proof and where this case falls. First, you have mere suspicion. This is the lowest level of evidentiary support. Mere suspicion is vague. It's an unsubstantiated feeling that something is wrong. This is usually just a hunch. Seeing a manager void a transaction once wouldn't be enough for a case. Number two, reasonable suspicion. This is the legal standard requiring specific articulable facts that lead an officer to suspect criminal activity is occurring. Now, a pattern of voided transactions would raise concern, prompting further investigation. That would be a reasonable suspicion. Number three, probable cause. This is a reasonable belief based on facts and circumstances that a crime has been committed and that the suspect is involved. The loss prevention team here has receipts, timestamps, and video evidence showing that the assistant manager repeatedly voided transactions for the same person. This is enough for an arrest. Number four, preponderance of the evidence. This is a standard used in civil cases. It means that evidence shows it's more likely than not that the claim is true. At trial, prosecutors will present financial records and surveillance footage proving that the theft actually occurred. If it's a more likely than not, that means 51% of the evidence points to, well, not just something, but points to a claim, the claim being true. Number five, clear and convincing evidence. This is a higher level of proof. It's higher than preponderance. of the evidence. This standard requires that the evidence presented is highly and substantially more likely to be true than not. This is also used in civil cases, but it's used more along the lines in labor cases and sometimes during bond hearings. It requires more proof, so we say about 75% of the proof needs to point to a person having done something. Here, if the assistant manager tries to argue coercion or that she didn't benefit from it, prosecutors will use her admissions and company records to disprove that claim. They just show all the evidence of how many times she's done the same transaction for this person. And they say it can't be coercion because you've done it 15 times. Number 6, beyond a reasonable doubt. This is the highest standard of proof in criminal law. It requires that no reasonable alternative can explain what happened here, and the only reasonable conclusion is that the defendant is guilty. Here, given her statements, the video evidence, and the transaction records, a jury would likely find her guilty beyond a reasonable doubt if this case went to trial. Something crucial to keep in mind when you talk about jury trials is that going to jury trial many times is up in the air, even if there's solid evidence out here proving that someone committed a crime. The prosecutor and the defense attorney have the opportunity to convince 12 people to come to a single conclusion. That's a difficult job. Let's move into the jury perspective. All right, now let's imagine that you are a part of a jury in this case. You're in one of the jury seats. Does the assistant manager's claims that she was just helping a friend, does that make a difference for you? Would you convict her based on the video and the transaction records, or do you require more evidence? If she didn't personally keep any of the stolen goods, should she receive the same punishment as the person who did? Make sure to leave your comments and your thoughts below. This incident, it really raises some interesting ethical and legal questions, especially for all listeners who have worked in retail before. If you worked in retail before, there's a high likelihood you've heard or seen this type of shrink and theft happen at your store. This case serves as a cautionary tale. Small thefts, they add up. $10,000 in void transactions landed an assistant manager in jail. Even if you don't personally steal, facilitating theft can still result in felony charges. When law enforcement give you the chance to cooperate, take it seriously. She thought she avoided arrest, but a warrant changed everything for her. So what do you think? Was she simply naive, or was she knowingly committing fraud? Let's discuss this in the comments below. Remember, this is Advocacy Alchemy. I am Professor Ross. I'll see you tomorrow with another one. You all have a good day.